Good evening. Got a frog in my throat. Well, we finally got the mill here that I've been dreaming about for a long time. So I just wanted to go ahead and start a little some video on this. I don't find much about this mill on YouTube or anywhere really except Precision Matthews' website. It's pretty new. I think it's about a 2-year-old model from what I've gathered. Probably real similar to what they had, but this is a variable speed and it's a 9x50 table. But anyway, I think if any of you follow me on Facebook, you've noticed what I've been doing this week. This came in Monday. This is Sunday. Just trying to get some video put together. I've been real busy working on moving this thing in this week and a lot of other projects around the shop. This light, if you notice, is a pretty white looking light. I've got LED lights above us now. I'm still adding more fixtures. That's thinking I'm putting some more video footage of that together in case anybody wants to see how you can rig up your old fixtures real easily to make them LED. But anyway, I just want to tell you, we got this in, we got it set up. Matt and the crew at Precision Matthews have been nothing but extremely nice to me about and helpful through this whole process. It took me 7 weeks to get this because it was being shipped. It was on back order, and he had them. They were being shipped to him as I ordered it from him, basically. And I think I've shared that story a little bit. I won't be too long-winded here, hopefully. But anyway, I've got it set up in this spot here. We're going to eventually, I told you, we're going to move into another room in the shop. I'm building start working on building a room especially for my machine tools and kind of move out of this mechanic part of the shop, or welding and mechanic tools in this part of the shop. So this is where it'll live until we kind of get that completed and get the wiring in and all that, so we can move not only the mill, but the bigger lathe. Well, that's the only lathe I have now. And probably that little mill over there that I was using, I'll go ahead and set it up to use for smaller stuff probably. But I'm liking this one, and I got the Kurt vise set up on it. And believe it or not, all I did is measured, kind of centered it up, and I ran a dial indicator across this. It appeared to be dead on. Now, I don't have my drawbar in here yet. That's the only thing about this that didn't work out real great, is somehow this got shipped without the drawbar in the spindle. Stuff happens. Somebody at I'm sure one of the warehouse guys or whoever put this together to ship, for some reason just didn't get it in here. So that's coming. It'll be here tomorrow. Other than that, I've got it powered up, and I've been trying to work through figuring out how it works, and we can just flip it around. Runs pretty smooth. The power feed on it is working fine. See, grafted or got variable speed on it. So it sounds good and smooth. I oiled the only two places I could find. Let me turn this on. Not too noisy in person, but I don't know how it sounds on the camera. The DRO, this comes with a 3-axis DRO. I need to get me a lock nut on this. I have it tight, but when you move it around, it gets loose. I just need to put a lock nut on the bottom of that. Has this little light. I don't think I've got it on or plugged in. And it's, I don't know, as bright as it is here, I don't think I need a lot of light, but if you did need a little, then you got a little light here you can put on. This has all the features similar to a Bridgeport type mill, or it's a little bit bigger and It's a 3 horsepower. I think it's supposed to have 20-inch distance between the spindle and the table when the knee's all the way down. I think there's 18 inches of travel with the knee, 12 inches of travel with the Y, and I don't remember the travel on the X, but it's a lot because this is a 50-inch long table. Everything seems real good, tight, solid, adjusted, smooth. I have no problems. I moved the ram in and out. When I got it in, I just kind of cleaned around on all the exposed ways before I put these weight covers on that came with it. Anyway, this is just going to be the beginning of me learning this. I've never had my own knee mill before. The next process, or one of the next things I'm going to do, this is a 3-axis DRO. You know, you got your knee and your X and your Y on that DRO. But I'm going to add this. This is not a Mitutoyo, but Mitutoyo makes one similar to this. This is one sold by Shars. I think I got this through eBay. I just kind of screwed it together to figure out how it went. And you pull this off, and you use these screws, and it'll mount right in here somewhere. So anyway, I'll figure all this out and get this installed soon. I think there's going to be a few little, we'll see, a few little modifications to figure all that out. But I like how this will be 4-axis DRO now with this on here. And this looks like a decent one. I did a little research about this particular one. It's not super cheap. This was about $55, I think. The Mitutoyo that looks very much just like this, except it's probably a little higher quality, I don't know. It was $300 roughly, so $55, I'll see. But you know, this has go from inches to millimeters and different things. There's different functions here that I haven't even looked at the book yet. Actually, I just got this and figured out how it all goes together. So this will be coming up soon. I hope to do a kind of a hobbyist review of this machine. I'm not trying to act like I know anything about this really. This is my first one. I've done some machining on my small mill that I think is a 5x23 table on it. Tabletop. It's not a. It's a little machine shop 5500 if you're interested in it. It may go up for sale eventually, or as of right now, I plan on keeping it. The only tooling I bought with this, because I already have a lot of tooling, is I don't know where I put that because I did buy a drill chuck. And that's odd that I'm not sure. I had it out yesterday looking at it, but I don't see where I laid it. Huh. Well, anyway, this thing came with this little toolbox of stuff, just mainly a few accessories that, you know, you had to put the handles on and the weight covers. It's really all I had to put on. Oh, here's the little drill chuck I got from Precision Matthews. It looks pretty good. Get up here where you can see. Anyway, this is a Taiwan built 0 to 1/2 inch. They sell one that's something like a 1/16 to 5/8, but I figure this smaller one that goes all the way down to 0 might be useful. But I think this was $129 or something like that. It wasn't too bad. It might have been a little more, I forgot. They sell two different. One of them's Chinese imported, this one's Taiwan made. It was supposed to be guaranteed 0.7 of a thousandth run out or less. So that'll go in here. Okay, and like tapping holes and, or you know, drilling and tapping quick, lots of stuff a whole lot faster than a keyless chuck. I have another one that's a key chuck on my other mill, but I thought this one would be pretty useful. So anyway, we'll get into the video. This video is all it's really going to be about. I'll try to run through it as quick as I can because it's a lot of probably a couple hours of footage of this, but it's just how we loaded the mill at the shop. It came in and I used a forklift at work and I loaded it on my trailer. And I moved my trailer over here to my shop, and then that's where the little bit of struggle become. How I'm gonna load it off the trailer on the floor, and then how I'm gonna sit it in here without a lot of equipment here. My big engine crane has quit working. The ram on it is, I think the pistons in it or something are leaking. I need to rebuild it soon, but I wasn't going to be able to use that. So anyway, I found a way to use my tractor, and I'll show you a little video of that here. And I won't bore you too long with this talking, and I just want to tell you I'm happy I got the mill. I'm very satisfied at this point with this Precision Matthews. He sells one that's a little higher quality than this, supposedly built in Taiwan. This one is Taiwan head with import Chinese, probably casting and the rest of it, which seems real good quality. All of it seems real good. The other one doesn't come with DRO, and it's a little more money. So, you know, at the time I bought this, it was about the same price as the Grizzly 0796 that don't even come with the 3-axis DRO, and it has a little less room between the spindle and the table. So this is what I don't see any videos on YouTube actually about this machine. Not much. I don't think there's any on it. Most of them are the smaller mills. But so anyway, if I could be of any help, or if you want to leave any comments about this, or need me to measure or do something for you, I mean, Matt can help you at Precision Matthews. I'm not a spokesman for him. This is my first dealings with him. I'm completely satisfied with any dealings I had with him. So they just don't have a lot of stock, and sometimes it takes longer to get some equipment in, but that's just, I guess the demand outweighs what he can get in there quickly. So anyway, if you want to watch through this, speed through it if you want. It may be a little boring watching how I loaded this mill and got it into the shop. In the next video, we'll probably get a little further on just more entertainment on how I'm learning the machine and how some projects I'm going to do with it. So anyway, I do appreciate you watching, and let's get on with it. Well, the machine came in today about noon. I was in a hurry loading it, and I didn't have my camera with me, so took a few shots with my cell phone. But here the big beast is. It's about the end of the day now, and I'm going to load it on my trailer. Here's stuff from LTL Freight. Here's the crate that it come in. Looks like a bunch of plywood is all I can see. And I hope it's all in good shape in there. So there's the shipper. Matt, Quality Machine Tools. Precision Matthews has been really easy to deal with. Never seen anybody answer emails so quickly. Whatever time of the day it is, doesn't seem to matter. So I'll take a few shots here. It's not quite time to get off work yet, but I'm gonna try to get this done. So let's move it out to the truck here. I gotta get the forklift set up. So let's see what happens. overloaded. Well, anyway, I know that's not very exciting, but I've been waiting on this for a long time. Actually for years, but I've had it ordered since, this machine I've had ordered since January the 8th. I had a Grizzly machine ordered probably in November, maybe in December, and I was waiting. I finally gave up on that one, and Matt come up with this one. It's a lot better machine anyway. So anyway, I've got her chains are down, everything's on there. So I'm gonna put a strap on there and we'll head to the house with it shortly. We'll check back with you at the house. Alright, we got the crate kind of stripped away from the pallet, and we are about out of daylight. That's one frustrating thing about this. That freight company should have had this here Friday, but they refused to bring it to me Friday. And they bring it to me Monday, and I just got off work, about 5:30 or 6. I don't have hardly any daylight. It's supposed to rain tonight. That's just the, tired from being at work all day besides all this. Trying to hurry. I'm gonna move these boards a little bit. All I can do is, I guess I'll try to pick it up with the tractor. I have my doubts that it's going to be able to pick it up from that height. And anyway, I guess I'm going to have to back it in the shop, unhook the pickup, because it's supposed to rain. It's like a 50% chance to rain. It don't look like it's going to, but you know how that works. That doesn't really mean nothing. But anyway, other than that, I'm happy to have this thing here. I know you can't see very well, but of course the head is upside down for shipping. This thing is really tall. Like the guy that I talked to, I think his name is Wade. Something out of Jay Wade, I think, out of Georgia. Nice feller called me. He has one of these. He called and talked to me yesterday for quite some time about his. And one thing he told me is they're really tall. He thinks they're a little too tall. It's the only thing he didn't like about his. He said he's 5'8", and he has to have a little stool to work on it. But I don't know. I'm about 5'11", and I'm told by others that it's nice to have them taller so that your table sits taller. It depends on your size of work, I guess. If you're working on small items, I'm sure your table would be too tall. If you were working on something bigger, it probably would be better. But anyway, my son's in there helping me clean a few things out of the way in the shop. I know we don't have much daylight left, and we haven't even unwrapped it. I really don't want to unwrap it yet, just in case we can't get it out of the rain. Well, this stuff here is just, we were out there and it got dark on us, and trying to figure out how to pick that up with the tractor. I could have done that if I would have. I was kind of getting in a hurry because I thought it was about to rain and it was getting dark. I didn't have any real good help, just my son helping me. I don't think he really wanted to help me too much. But if I would have ran that chain all the way across that both sides of the bucket, like I did when I ended up in the shop, I believe we could have got it. But I didn't want to damage it. I didn't want to get in a hurry and really damage something, so I just kind of played it safe, and I think we had his pickup lights shining on the, that's all you can really see, where his pickup lights were shining there. So we didn't have much luck with that. So really just horsing around out there. I should never have tried that. I should have brought it inside to start with. We would have had a lot more luck. Really don't know why I started doing it outside. But that's really all this is trying to do things out here in the dark. All right. I'm tired and it's late. Like I told you, I didn't get home till about 6. It got dark and we didn't have much success out there working in the dark. But I went ahead and just brought it inside because it's supposed to rain tonight. Unhooked my truck and got it out. So here we are with the trailer in here overnight. I did unwrap it just to look it over. It looks real good. I'm real pleased so far. I don't see any problems so far. It's got that greasy stuff on it I gotta work with, and I don't know, there's a few pieces that still got to be put together. I've noticed there's a bunch of pieces here. I guess the cover for the, I'm tired, I'm not thinking, I don't know what you call that. The cover that goes over the dovetail where the knee goes up and down, I guess is what that is not installed. And I assume this extra piece right here came off the end where the, like this, except on the other end where the power feed is. It comes with this little box of tools. Looks like Chinese junk for the most part. I don't know. I hadn't had time to look through this. I guess it's the manual. Digital readout book, power feed book. It's real high quality Chinese oil can. You know, things you expect to find in the import junk. I usually just chunk most of the tools. I don't want, I got some snap-on tools. I don't need this junk. It looks like the knee handle. Anyway, just parts you got to screw on that are off due to shipping. Well, it feels like some lightweight pewter or something. I don't know what that is yet. Anyway, this was up there with nothing in it. I don't know what was in it. Probably something that's already installed. I don't know. I'm tired. I don't know. It's about 9 o'clock. I'm just tired. Anyway, here's the machine. All I've done is unwrap it. The head is still upside down. Anyway, here's what she looks like so far. Still on the trailer. Here's the DRO screen. Looks pretty good. There's a little light down here. I've noticed it. I don't know. I mean, this is as far as I've got. I got to figure out how I'm going to get off this trailer. It's sitting up so high on this trailer that my tractor's having a hard time getting up there to get a hold of it. So maybe now that we're in here on level ground, I tried to line this up on the center of that door there where I can pull the tractor in here tomorrow and see if we can figure out. If we can't get it off of here that way, I think I'm going to have to get a maybe some kind of A-frame type deal, like that could be big enough to straddle the trailer and then just pick it up and pull the trailer out. We'll get it. I just didn't have much time this evening. I was really wishing this thing would have come in on a Friday so I could mess with it during the weekend. You know, when you work full time, you just don't have much energy or time when you get off work to do this stuff. I don't know how Adam Booth does it, stuff he does. He's 10 years younger than me for one thing, or 11, somewhere. No, he's 9 or 10 years younger than me. I don't know, I can't do it. I'm tired. This is where we ended up for the day. I just want to document some of this, and I'm real proud to have it here. I see no flaws with it to this point. It's all bolted down to this skid. Looks like a big solid piece of probably oak skid. Bolted down solid, it ain't going nowhere. I think I may need to just unbolt it from that heavy skid to give us a little less weight when we're picking it up. That skid probably weighs, shoot, 150 pounds, I don't know. Maybe not, but it looks like at least 1 inch thick planks on that, and these are 2.5 inch by 3.5 inch lumber there probably. It's fairly heavy. I did get it picked up a little out there. I just ran out of stroke on the tractor and I couldn't get, I just couldn't get it. It was dark, I just couldn't do it. So we'll work on this tomorrow. Maybe if I get off work earlier tomorrow evening. If I can get some rest, I can go into work earlier and maybe get off earlier. We work about 9 or 10 hour days up there, and it's pretty busy. So anyway, that's where we are for the time being, and we'll get back to you as we get along with this. Well, here I am attempting this at lunch. I don't have much time, but I hope I don't pull a Brian block on this, but I really want to get this thing down. I unbolted it from the skid. I already tried it. It did pick it up a little. Hoping everything holds and we can get it set down on the floor and see what happens here. Hoping for the best. I don't have anybody here to hold anything. Hopefully they don't wobble around too much. So let's pick it up and see. No blind block things going on today. Thank Lord for that. That is scary to do by yourself. Can't see nothing. I'm gonna get this chain loose. This tractor has pretty rotten hydraulic lines I need to replace. I was hoping nothing would give loose. Back this thing up. Oh my. No damage that I know of that I've done to it, thank goodness. That was scary. I thought I could get that done, but this was so high up, it was real hard to get it up. Couldn't get the lift on the tractor up high enough outside because of the ground level, I guess. All right, now let's get down here. Take a quick look. I got to get back to work. I'm so glad that's down. Now I can get the trailer out. It's starting to rain again. I don't know if I can move anything tonight. It is on the concrete. So I'll probably borrow a pallet jack from work and I can raise this thing back up on the pallet jack and roll it over here where we want to, or roll it over here with the tractor. Either way, probably just do that. And I'm going to put it over here by this window for now until we get the room built for it. So, I'm glad it's in here. That is a big deal. I thought I was going to go have to pay somebody with a backhoe or rent one for $200 something. But I wanted to try it one more time, and thank goodness it is down on the floor and ready to start putting it all together just right. I took the DRO off because it was kind of looked like it might have been in the way. And the only thing I see here that's a little funny, and it may be okay, looks like there's some jack screws in here. I guess it just seems a little loose. I may have to look at that a little bit and make sure it's just all loose. Make sure that's on there right. Other than that, I got a lot of cleaning up to do with that old mess that's on there, and just get it wired up, which won't be hard at all. I've got a plug. I'm going to use my welder plug over there temporarily. Anyway, we'll check back with you as we get along with this. Well, I just had my son helping me again, trying to move this with the tractor, which is not really that hard now that it's lower to the ground and I don't have much to worry about now. Except I didn't want to bang into the thing, but I just trying to rig the chain up without scraping it on the machine, of course. I put an old pair of some of my uniform pants to keep from scratching it back there. And I just had him swivel it around with that eye bolt that's stuck in the top. And we got it set in there on the wall, and then I was trying to get it squared up. Really, that's all I did. I went and got a square and tried to get it squared up best I could to the wall where it's gonna be for a while until we get the other room built better to move it in, which may be a few months. Who knows how long it'll take us before we can get done with that. Anyway. Alright, just been kind of wiping it down a little. I'm going to get the head turned around like it goes. Hopefully. That's a lot easier when you help it. Hard to get to it. Really need to loosen that. See if I can get this turned around here. Snap on the socket and ratchet here, Scott. You like that? It's pretty good, don't you? No horrible freight, you know. That's pretty good, cat. Getting close. Alright, that's showing close to 0, but we'll have to turn this in exactly later. Let me snug that up. Now. Have to be real tight. I just want to make sure all the slack's off of them. Okay. Look how tall she is. The knee is all the way down. The shipping. So let's get backed up here. I don't know if we can see it from this angle. Okay. There should be a way the knee is tightened. Here it is. It's loose. That side, and I guess it has another one. I'm seeing a lot of rust. Shipping rust. Let's look at that. Right down there. Seeing a lot of surface rust. I need to get that oiled up and kind of cleaned up a little bit. So anyway, that's where we're at to this point. One guy told me this thing is pretty, hey, can you see the top? But he can't reach it without a steps tool. So he put a tool in here, but yeah, it's pretty hard to reach up there, all right. So it is pretty tall. Well, it ain't that hard to get a stitch to it, just change tools if you need to. Think about putting a quill, zero on the quill, and then one on the knee. And before I raise that knee though, I'm going to polish some of that surface rust off and put some whale oil on there. And then, anyway, we'll check back with you later.